All right, guys, I'm kind of going over the worksheet that we did today on the 23rd. So I want to make sure that a couple of you guys were absent today. So I thought it might be helpful if I went through and recorded a video to kind of show you guys how this works. Okay, so basically this is the worksheet, so collisions analysis. Okay, so make sure when you guys come in tomorrow, pick up a copy of the worksheet so that way you can take it home, finish it, and turn it back in. Okay, so what we're dealing with is changes of momentum. So in this case, collisions. Okay, and so an equation to kind of keep in mind is simply that momentum is just equal to, right, the mass times the change in velocity. Okay, and so when we go through and we try to calculate what happens when two objects collide, we can predict reasonably certain what's going to happen. Okay, so right in this first example, right, we have a girl. At least I believe she's a girl. She is standing still. So basically, it says here a 10 kilogram medicine ball. So this guy right here. Okay, so he is 10 kilograms. Okay, is thrown at a velocity of 15 kilometers per hour. Okay, and so right to a skater who weighs 50 kilograms with a velocity of 0, she is at rest. Right, and so right there. So right, so I got this guy, I got that guy, and I got that guy. Those are all the skater catches the ball and subsequently slides with the ball across the ice because she's standing on ice. So when the ball hits her, it's going to move her entire body. So now instead of just being a 10 kilogram ball, it's going to be 10 plus her 50 kilograms. So it'll be a 60 kilogram force moving at some velocity. Okay, and so now, right, so consider the ball into two separate parts of an isolated system. There's no external forces, right? So fill in the table below. So now when you do questions like this, you can actually draw out a table to try to help you guys with this. And so, right, and so the ball is just, in this case, it's 10 times 15, so it's just going to be 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. Okay, so now after the collision, right, so the ball by itself, 10 kilograms times some velocity. We don't know how fast she's sliding backwards. Okay, so then the change in momentum, remember change is just final minus the initial. Okay, so final, so in this case 10 kilograms times velocity minus 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. Okay, so now the skater at the beginning, before the collision, she was at rest, so she had 0 momentum. Okay, so once she catches the ball, it's going to be her weight sliding backwards at some velocity. So it's going to be 50 kilograms times that same velocity. Okay, so the change in momentum is simply going to be 50 kilograms times that velocity. Okay, so the overall change in this system is going to be nothing. Okay, because at the beginning there was 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. And I have the same thing here. Okay, I'm just not going to write it out. Okay, and so to help solve for this, right? So now we have this unknown velocity, right? And so we can solve for this difference, right? And so if you take it from this perspective, that P1 is the ball plus the momentum of the skater is going to equal 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. Okay, so then I simply substitute in the momentum changes between these two. Okay, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to say, okay, well, in this case, we're going to have 10 kilograms times velocity plus, right, in this case, so then we're going to have 50 kilograms times that same velocity. It's equal to 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. Now, when you have something like this, I can factor out the velocity, okay, because they're both the same velocity. Okay, so velocity times 10 kilograms plus 50 kilograms equals 150 kilograms times kilometers per hour. Now, 10 plus 50, right? I want to subtract these two, so I'm going to divide by 60. Okay, so when I divide by 60 over here, right, kilograms disappears. Okay, and so 60 divided by 50, 150 divided by 60 equals 2.5. Okay, so my final answer is going to be 2.5 kilometers per hour. Okay, basically that's how fast she's going to be sliding back. You can check this, right? So if I put 2.5 in here and 2.5 in here, right? So if I say 10 times 2.5 times 2.5 equals 25, and 50 times 2.5 is 125, right? So 25 plus 125 is going to give me 150. Okay, so one of the nice things about physics and about math in general is that you can always go back and check your answers to make sure it's right, right? So in this case, so the answers to this one is going to be 2.5. Okay, the answers to number 2 is going to be 36 centimeters per second. Okay, so that should be the final answer for this guy. Okay, on the other side. Okay, so question number 3, your right answer is going to be velocity equals 16.9 meters per second. Okay, and question number 4 is going to be velocity equals 0.80 meters per second. Okay, so that way I gave you guys the answers to these in class, or at least I should have. So that way, if you have any questions beyond that, right, you can text me, email me. Remember my email or my text is 81010. Dressel P for physics. Okay, thanks. All right, thanks for watching.